Ryan, what about these influencer Tops cards that are coming out in Big League? Are you upset that Tops didn't call us and create maybe a dual SER Tops card? Or are you excited about maybe potentially pulling these in packs? What's your thoughts on these Tops influencer cards that are coming out in Tops Big League?
I don't have a problem with it at all. I mean, I'm not a customer of Topps Big League Baseball, so I wouldn't even be buying these packs. I might actually look on eBay for a Geoff Wilson and see how much they are. I'd like to find one at a card show and actually flip it to him. You know, he's probably going to be one of the #1 buyers of these cards, right? So I feel like, I don't know if it's a really short print card, if there's only 100 of them, are they easy to get? Are there only 5 of them? So it could be a card that is actually really hard to get. Not totally sure how they're going to kind of issue them, but if you hang around long enough in the hobby, you might get Topps to make a card of you. You can actually just go to their website and they'll make custom Topps cards for you all the time. So this is not anything new. I think it's kind of a fun little gimmick in a set like Big League. Now, if they put Geoff Wilson in National Treasures or Topps Transcendent Baseball or Tribute or some very expensive product with other baseball players, people might, gripe at that. But if it's in Big League, which I believe is literally like a 99 or 199 price point per pack, I mean, it might be kind of interesting to land one of these cards, and your #1 buyer for this card might be Geoff Wilson. So I bet this card will pay for the pack, might even pay for the box. So I personally don't have a problem with it all. Like he said, if we could get this guy to inscribe it with PPP, I think if you could get Will Grier to sign one, that might be the easiest thing. Get Will Grier to sign one. I mean, come on. I think that would be pretty funny. So I don't know. What do you think about these things?
Well, it looks like they've got about 5 of them. So obviously Geoff Wilson, Sports Card Investor, got a card. Aaron Nowak from Slab Stocks, I'm not familiar with him, but he looks like he's getting one. Ryan Johnson, who is Card Collector 2, posts here a lot on YouTube. Stephanie Garcia of Mama Breaks, another person I'm not particularly familiar with. And Tim McHenry of Slab Strong. So I honestly, maybe it's a little bit of embarrassment.
Dude, where is Great Creator, Mojo,
Yeah,
Sasha T? I mean, come on now. They missed out on probably about like a half dozen names here that would have been obvious. And maybe they're going to be in Big League Series 2.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, that's true. If there's a Big League Series 2, or they do it again next year. But yeah, I mean, maybe it just maybe in our universe over here at Sports Card Radio, we're not paying attention to a wide enough swath of these influencers. I only know who Card Collector 2 and Sports Card Investor are. I couldn't pick the other 3 out of a lineup. Although Stephanie Garcia in a lineup of card collectors is probably going to stand out because most happen to be male. So I might be able to point her out. So I think it's actually kind of cool. Like you said, do I want to see this in Flagship Top? Do I want to see this in Topps 5-star, whatever the top, set is? No, I don't want to see this. But, look, they've done this before. You had an example here of Tom Fish at Blowout. I believe you were at this event. These were at the Topps Transcendent events. One of the raffle prizes, I believe, was that you got your own card in Ginter. And so he has one. And I believe Nathan Burns of Grand Slam Collectibles also had a card. I believe he paid a large amount of money.
That was a charity raffle.
We did a charity raffle, and I think it was well over, you said $30,000 to get his Ginter card. I think Tom Fish either won the raffle or he bought it off the person that won the raffle.
Well, so when you're at these parties, right, there's only like 50 people in the room. And like one of the prizes is you get this card in Allen and Ginter. And it's well known that Tom Fish wanted this. These were the first 2 parties that I was at. And so I think the number that was being floated around that he would have paid $10,000 for it. So I remember talking to some guys that were there. I was like, dude, if I win this, cut the check. $10,000 or a stupid Allen and Ginter card, give me the $10,000. So I don't know if he might have actually won the legitimate raffle because he would have about 20 of the passes for these Transcendent parties himself. So he might have won that. He might have paid for that. But that was always kind of the running joke at the first 2 Transcendent parties was Tom Fish wanted the Ginter card and he was willing to pay 5 figures for it. And you better believe that if I would have won that Allen and Ginter card, I would have sold it to Tom Fish or the next highest bidder because, $10,000, that sounds